if you say, I really think all nations should have secure borders. Oh, that's an anti-immigrant hatred.
To me, this ties back in my mind to Jonathan Haidt and his work on moral foundations. And what he says in his work on moral foundations is that he identifies, at first it was 5 and he expanded it to 6, moral foundations. And he looked at how the left uses those moral foundations and how the right uses them. And what he found was that the left emphasized 2 of them and downplayed the rest. And the right, generally speaking, gave mostly equal weight to all of the moral foundations. And going on with that, what he found was that if you asked a conservative, I have a bunch of political questions, and you ask a conservative to answer it as a liberal.
Yeah.
The conservative could do a decent job answering the question as a liberal.
Yeah.
But if you asked a liberal to answer a question as a conservative, they were terrible at it.
Yeah.
Because they could not understand the conservative point of view. So when I take both those 2 things and put them together, what it tells me is that liberals have a stunted intellectual / moral approach understanding of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So they are
of what what another person could be thinking.
They are incapable of
Yes.
even understanding the conservative position. Conservatives are able to understand what liberals are saying.
Right. They say this is their position on that. I kind of know what they're thinking. Well, I mean, I understand what they're saying. It's just a really dumb idea.
Dumb. Right. Yeah. Right. But where liberals, they can't even understand.
No,
the
they say
position.
they're right. So because they're evil.
Yes. Exactly.
And once you've defined them as evil, then there any tactic available to stop evil. I get it. I understand. Yes. If somebody is inherently evil, then you may not even worry about the morality of your tactics.
Yes.
Because anything is justified. So
by all means. The problem here is that the liberals, because they are incapable of even understanding what conservatives are saying or why, the only recourse they have is it must be hate.
Right. And here's the projection part. It's because conservatives do not hate liberals. They think their ideas are stupid, and that where it's liberals who actually hate conservatives. Mm-hmm. And so when I see the hate has no home here yard sign, I would love to talk to the person and say, well, what do you think about Trump and Trump voters?
Yeah, they hate them.
You absolutely hate them.
Yes.
If this sign is in your yard, there is hate swirling around that house.
That's right.
Whereas conservatives don't hate liberals. They just think your ideas are terrible, and that makes you dumb.
Yes, you're dumb, and you need to read some better books.
But I don't, I don't hate you because in a way, in some infantile way, I understand what your position is. I just don't think it pans out in the real world.
Yes,
and actually, a lot of them kind of make sense in some fake fairyland. Yeah, like yes, America is the worst country ever, except for all the other countries. Yeah, So that's how conservatives view.
Yeah, conservatives view liberals the way an adult views a child with a silly idea. It's like, okay, I understand why you think that.
I understand why you think that.
But
actually, in the real world,
it doesn't work that way. You have to think about this. That's the way conservative thinks of liberals. The way liberals think about conservatives are, how can you hate people so much? How can you be so mean?
Right, and so that's where this projection comes from. You're filled with hate, and you're the one accusing the other party of hating when there's no hate going on.
There's no hate going on. We just think you're childish and you need to grow up. Thanks so much for listening to Beer and Conversation with Pigweed and Crowhill. Remember to visit us at pigweedandcrowhill.com or send us an email at pigweedshow@gmail.com.